Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahweh Shai, Bahashim Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone who taught me this truth and rule well. And I want to say shalom to all Knockout out there pursuing this truth diligence. Coming at you once again with another lesson. This one's titled Stupidity Dwells with the Proud. Okay, once again, stupidity dwells with the proud. All right, and this is a lesson that came to me. The topic came to me through the Spirit in the title. Right, stupidity dwells with the proud. All right, anytime you see some proud ass person, more than likely stupid. All right, because stupidity dwells with the proud. All right, it's just they go 2 and 2. It's like bread and butter, man. Stupidity and pride, bread and butter. So, this lesson was, lightly inspired. It's all through the Spirit by the elder brother Manata Zakba's video. It's around here somewhere. Let me find it. That's not it. It's this other one, right? YouTube's made it a lot harder to find videos now. Let me see. It's in here somewhere. Bear with me. You go to my phone. That's where I was watching it. Oh, it was right in front. I don't know how I skipped it. Slakia. It's right here. The walls are closing in on you wicked ass people. Okay. And in that, there's a video, or I was listening to. I don't know if it was video of this Edomite guy being proud. All right, being just proud, and it had me start thinking about the topic of pride, and I was basically just thinking about the topic of pride as it was, but then when I opened up my notes, I kind of scrolled around and my cursor landed on pride, and I said, you know what? It's meant to be, so let's go ahead and do it. So again, we're just gonna jump right into it right off the bat. Stupidity dwells with the proud. All right. So we're gonna go ahead and jump right to Romans 12:3. And Romans 12:3 reads, "For I say through the grace given unto me to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think, but to think soberly, according as Yahweh hath dealt to every man the measure of faith." Okay, so you're supposed to be soberly thinking. What does it mean to be soberly? And it doesn't mean non-drunken. In a way it does, but it's not necessarily speaking about, not being intoxicated with alcohol.
Soberly.
All right, in a serious, sensible, and solemn manner. All right, a serious, sensible, and solemn manner. Okay, but think, seriously, right? Solemnly. Okay, sensible. What's sensible? Having sense, right?
Sensible.
All right. Choosing in accordance with wisdom or prudence, likely to be of benefit. Not doing something stupidly, right? Going back up. Romans 12:3, "For I say through the grace given unto me to every man that is among you, not to think of himself more highly than he ought to think." So don't think of yourself more highly than you ought to think. You're not that special. It says, "But to think soberly, according as Yahweh hath dealt every man the measure of faith." Okay, so to be level-headed, to think, normally, soberly, smartly, use wisdom, right? Sensible, using wisdom, right? Practical, responsibly, all right? Balanced, circumspect, right? No nonsense, logical, all right? Think, in the right way that you should be thinking and not some dumbass, stupid mindset, being sober, for example, is having common sense, not doing a milk crate challenge, not doing putting cinnamon in your mouth and choking the fuck out challenge, okay? That would be sensible, all right? That would be thinking soberly. If someone said, "Hey man, you want to do the throw knives at each other challenge?" you would say, "No, that's stupid." All right, that would be thinking soberly. But the guy who wants to go and do all those things, that's not speaking soberly. That's thinking stupidly. That's thinking stupidly. If my words could fucking get out my mouth. All right, that's thinking stupidly. That's stupid thinking. All right, ignorant thinking, irrational thinking. All right. So, hey man, it's these people, and there's new challenges and new dumb shit every day. All right, every single day there's something new, not something stupid, and a lot of these stupid people are very, very proud. All right, that's the title lesson. Stupidity dwells with the proud, and this isn't necessarily about stupid people. It's about proud people. But wherever you see proud people, you'll see stupidity. All right, it will be there. All right, when you see these TikTokers, all right, these girls that are dancing, they're stupid. All right, but what do you see there? A sense of pride. All right, you know, they're overindulging in how they look. All right, look at me. Look at how good I look. They don't even look that good. All right, but they're so proud that their ego's been inflated. All right, and they think of themselves as differently. They are thinking of themselves more highly than they ought to think. Okay, so you gotta be humble, man. You gotta be humble. All right, so there's a scripture. Let's just free flow it. Let's see what comes up. Let's just go Bible verses about humble. Let's see what comes up. That's the main one that comes to mind. Let's just get that one. So James 4:6, it says, "But he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, Yahweh resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble." I don't even know how I didn't get that one at all, did I? I did not. You know, in this one, I think this one I don't even have in my my notes. I think it somehow is, sometimes I don't get everything in them. You know, we're not perfect. So let me just add that one, because that one should be in my notes, but it's not, at least not in my not in the category of pride. But this one's great because it's talking about, you know, the Lord resisting the proud, which he does. He's not dealing with no proud people. Nobody wants to deal with no proud ass person. All right, especially Yahweh Shem Shai. Nobody wants to deal with no proud ass person. The same reason, just like Yahweh Shem Shai doesn't want to deal with no liars. Nobody wants to deal with no fucking liars, man. Nobody wants to deal with no proud ass people. No one wants to deal with no liars. All right, we understand. All right, how Yahweh Shem Shai feels. All right, we're trying to be, you know, we're trying to walk how Yahweh Shai walked. All right, we're not going to be perfect. We're not gonna pull it off how he was able to pull it off. All right, but we're following in the footsteps to the best of our ability after Yahweh Shai, right? And hate the things that the Lord hates, love the things that the Lord loves. All right, and the Lord hates proud people, man. Nobody likes a proud ass person, especially if it's like a combination. And you get these combo sinners, man. You get these combo sinners. All right, and what I mean by combo sinners is, you know, like there's like gateway sins. I've mentioned it before. You know, with Dare, they said weed is a gateway drug. All right, well, there's gateway sins, man, and there's a lot of these sins that just almost every sin can be a gateway sin, really, you know. But you know, covetousness, I always say, is a gateway sin because that can lead you a lot of different places. Pride in itself is also a gateway sin because it can lead you a lot of different ways, man. It can lead you a lot of different ways. Being pride, all right, and then if you're proud, you might start lying. All right, when you're proud, you're usually covetous. All right, because you think you're great, you can get this, so on and so forth. It's gonna go. It trails down, man. It trickles down. All right, you're gonna have these proud ass people that, you know, some of these people are so proud that they're gonna start lying. All right, which is another sin to inflate their ego, to make them feel better. All right, they're gonna start to lie to be proud. Here it is. For example, let's say they I don't know. Let's say they're a race car driver. Okay, they're gonna say, you know, yeah, you know, I'm the best race car driver there has been. You know, out of Tennessee, Alabama, Florida, you know, everywhere in this whole area, you know, the whole, you know, half the whole world, really. Not even just America, the whole world. I'm the best goddamn race car driver there's ever been. You know, and I've owned 745 cars in my lifetime, and he hasn't owned 745 cars. All right, they start sprinkling lies. You know, I have you know, my so and so, and blah 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 blah, and I'm friends with it. You know how these people go. They stack lies. They lie stack, man. They lie stack. They'll throw in a little bit of pride, then they'll go and throw in right in the middle a little bit of lies. All right, then they'll throw in a little bit of covetousness. You know, and then, you know, I'm so proud. You know, I should buy all these things, and then they'll throw that in there, and then they'll see something. They'll be over here being covetous, going to place, buying things to things, and covetousness by no means is going and buying things. It's more than that. All right, if you buy 5 video games and an Xbox, that's not pride. All right, if you go and buy 5 T-shirts, all right, that's not pride, or not pride. So okay, I keep on saying pride. That's not covetousness. All right, if you buy an Xbox and 5 games, that's not covetousness. All right, but if you go out and buy a video game, and the next day you go out and buy a video game, and the next day you go out and buy a video game, and the next day you go out and buy a video game, or for example, because we also use the clothes, you go out and you buy a shirt, and then you go out and buy pants, and you go out and buy a shirt, and then you go buy a dress, and then you go buy a shirt, and then you go buy a dress, and then you go buy shoes, and then you go buy and you just buy. You become a mall rat, as they're called. All right, and you go a shopaholic, as they're called, and you go and buy. That's when you start becoming covetous. All right, you go to the store and buy 10 video games. You're fine. It's a little much, but all right, maybe you might not go for a long time. That's cool. You go and buy a bunch of clothes because you need the clothes. That's fine. All right, hell, you buy 40 different pieces of clothing because you just need the clothes. The other stuff didn't fit, you need it. That's fine. But when it becomes a habit because you just want to buy, it's not even about the clothes anymore. It's not about the video games anymore. It's not about the food. Hell, you can even be covetous with food. You don't even want the food anymore. You're just buying it for the sake of buying it. Okay, that's when it becomes a covetousness problem. I've struggled with it before, as many people have before as well. And that's something that it's very easy to fall into that covetous spirit, man. Especially when you're poor, especially when you're broke, you're coming from not having much. It's very easy to slip into that mindset. So, police yourself, man. Watch yourself, all right? And don't let yourself, to the best of your ability, pray to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, first and foremost, to keep you from that mindset, man. But, and we kind of went off track, but on track, off track at the same time. Same track, we just diverted a little bit, and we're coming back onto the main one. So, yeah, that's sin stacking, man. A lot of these proud people, they usually lie, they usually steal, there's usually other things that come with it, all right? And just pride in itself is enough to be a sin. But it's one of those things, it's just like covetousness. Pride is a gateway sin, all right? And that's what I was going to say. Here you are, you're proud, now you're covetousness, and you're want. All of a sudden, you see Jim's wife over there, and you want her. But that's Jim's wife. But now you're gonna be an adulterer, because now you're not only are you covetous, you want all these things. Now you're coveting that woman, all right, which is adultery. You're gonna try to get her because you're pride. It all goes back to pride, man. It all goes back to pride, all right. And these people, these proud people, generally are not very intelligent, all right. They're not very intelligent generally, because if they were intelligent, then they'd understand this truth, because that's true intelligence, all right. And they'd understand that being proud is just stupid. So James 4:6, but he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, Yahweh resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. What is grace? Let's go and look that word up. I'll grab a drink while we're doing it. Grace. And in this case, it would be, the verb, favor. He gives favor unto, all right. I don't want to say glory or honor, all right, because all honor and glory is for Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. But he enhances as those people and distinguish. They are distinguished amongst people, all right, and favors those people over pride. Okay, the proud people. All right, so let's go and get this in the Bible Gateway. I'm curious what it has to say. All right, James 4:6 says, but the grace that Yahweh gives is even stronger, as the scripture says, Yahweh resists the proud, but gives grace to the humble. Let's go and get the New Living Translation. All right, let's get the New International. But he gives us more grace. That is why scripture says Yahweh opposes the proud, but shows favor to the humble. See, favor, there's that word. New Living Translation. Or New Life Version. Fuck yeah. Let's get that one too. But he gives us more loving favor, for the holy writings say, Yahweh works against the proud. Woo. Oh, Slakia. Let me start over. James 4:6 in the New Life Version. But he gives us more loving favor, for the holy writings say, Yahweh works against the proud, but gives loving favor to those who have no pride. Let's get the New Living Translation. It says, and he gives grace generously, as the scriptures say, Yahweh opposes the proud, but gives grace to the humble. That's pretty much, where we want to get it with that scripture. We'll go back over the Good News Translation in case we want to load one up for the next time. Right? So there you go, man. Let's just clear that out too, so it doesn't confuse us. So, hey, the Lord's not dealing with these proud people, all right? No one wants to deal with a proud person, just as no one wants to deal with a liar, no one wants to deal with a thief, no one wants to deal with an adulterer. No one wants to be around these people, man. You're undesirable. No one wants you. Let's see what else they got. Let's see. Sometimes you get some good scriptures out of the King James Version when you look it up. Sometimes you do. Sometimes get scriptures lessons that way. That's a good way to do it if you brothers if you're curious. You just got to make sure you know what the scriptures are dealing with, because some of these things they just throw in there that really are kind of off topic, but they have them in there for some reason. Let's see. Let's see. let's look at this. It says Matthew 23:12, and whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. What is abased? So whoever's trying to exalt, what is it? Well, we got to get some words. And we got exalt the other day when we were talking about exalting, the Lord. So let's get what exalt means. What does it mean?
Exalt.
Exalt means to hold someone or something in very high regard, to think or speak highly of. So if you're thinking or speaking highly of yourself, you shall be what? Abased. What does abased mean? What does that mean?
Abase.
All right. Humbled, humiliate, right? Demeaned, lowered, all right? Disgraced, all right? Reduced. All right. You will be reduced. All right. If you want to talk highly of yourself, you're going to be reduced to a lower state, right? And whosoever shall exalt himself shall be abased, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. So those that humble, what does humble mean?
Humble.
Having or showing a modest or low estimate of one's own importance. We're not important, all right? We're just regular guys, that's all. The only reason we're able to even do what we're doing is because of Yahweh Shemi Shai, not of any of our own doing, all right? These aren't even our own words. These are Yahweh Shemi Shai's words, not ours. We didn't make them up. It says, and he that shall humble himself shall be exalted. So those people that lift themselves up are going to be brought low, and those people that bring themselves down low are going to be brought up through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shemi Shai, right? That's how it goes. So, hey, that's how the Lord deals with it, all right? The last is first, and the first is last, all right? That's just how it goes, okay? So let's get let's get this in the Good News translation, or a couple other versions. It's like I whacked the mic. Come on. I guess I didn't copy it. I was gonna say, come on, man, what's going on here? Oh. I don't know what the hell I was doing. It's like, yeah. I was hitting the wrong hotkey on the keyboard. It says, whoever, this is Matthew 23:12 in the wrong one. Good News translation. Salakia. This is Matthew 23:12 in the Good News translation. It says, whoever makes himself great will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be made great. Bam. Give me just one moment. I'll be right back. All right, we're back. Slack you for that. All right, so Matthew 23:12, once again, Good News translation. Whosoever makes himself great will be humbled, and whoever humbles himself will be made great. See, you'd say it's backwards, but it's not backwards. It's forwards. All right, if you try to make yourself great, the Lord's gonna bring you down. He's just like, that's just the way the Lord is, man. You want to try to exalt yourself and think you're better than everybody. The Lord's gonna show you who you really are. He's gonna say, get who the hell do you think you are? Sit down there, and he's gonna humble you, man. You're gonna get humbled. All right, you want to do that? You will get humbled. I'm so great. I'm so great. Ha ha ha. I am so great. I am so great. Guess what? You're gonna lose your yacht. All right, you're gonna use your pilot license or whatever. You're gonna lose all those things. Lose your mansion. Lose all your money. All right, your wife ends up taking half or something. These rich guys, right? That they're so proud. They end up fucking having nothing. You know what they end up doing after that? Usually end up fucking blowing their goddamn brains out. Bam! All right, because they couldn't handle it anymore. All right, get humble, punk. So, and Esau won't, the Lord will, humble him in the way of, taking things from him, but Esau will never be humble. They'll be in a trailer park and proud, They'll be in the middle of a fucking trailer park. Yeah, these black people, man, they're just, I tell you what, they're not doing what they're not doing as good as us. I'm like, doing as good as you? What the fuck are you talking about? You're living in a goddamn trailer park right now, E. All right, but that's just because Esau is proud. No one. He is a proud man. Let's just get that one. This is Habakkuk. All right, 2 and 5. It says, yea, also because he transgresseth By wine he is a proud man, neither keepeth at home, who enlargeth his desire as hell, and is as death, and cannot be satisfied, but gathereth unto him all nations, and heapeth unto him all people. And that's obviously speaking about Esau, who's the only one that heaps himself all nations and people, and just that's Esau, man. That's what they do. So let's get where are we going from here? We can get back on track. We were kind of free flowing a lot of things. So let's get back on track and keep it on trucking. All right, so Galatians 6:3, let's go and get it. It's Galatians 6:3. It says, "For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself." It's the same thing with the liars, man. You think your lies are getting through. You think they're you're saying something deep and mysterious, and I was here and I had 5 cars and 37 garages, and I had 10 guitars and blah 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 blah. My uncle one time I played in corn. Yeah, I know. I got this uncle, alcoholic ass uncle on my mom's side, Edomite. He's an Edomite, and drinks. He's just an alcoholic. He'd be like, I was in corn. No, you weren't. You were never in corn. All right. My gullible ass when I was a kid used to believe that shit. My dad had to come and be like, Gary was not in corn. Everybody got that Uncle Gary, right? So Galatians 6:3. "For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself." So these guys that are proud and they look at me, I'm so good. You're over here looking like holding yourself like fucking who's that guy? I don't remember who he is, but you're over here thinking you're some like fucking Prince Charming, over here. I'm the best. I am the coolest. I have the best skills. Fuck out of here, man. No one, fuck you. No one likes you. All right, you're only deceiving yourself. All right, you're thinking yourself to be so great. No one thinks you're great but you. All right, you're a narcissist. Okay, that's what you are. You're a narcissist. Okay, and a lot of the time it's these Edomites, and really the proudest people are the Edomites. Now Jake is proud as fuck too. They get proud as well. But the biggest majority of these they're these Edomites, even among all the nations, man. Even Moab and Ammon, it's the Edomites. They're so proud. These white women are so proud. They're trying to give the N-Dub, all right, the so-called black woman, all right, a run for her money. All right, and I don't know. I'd say the so-called black woman's Eve. I'd say is more proud. Somehow she surpassed E. All right, I don't know how she did it. Eve surpassed E. I guess she just took notes and studied her for a long time and tried to overthrow her in wickedness. But I can't think of anybody too much more proud than the so-called ghetto ass N-Dub. All right, walking in because they'll be proud with fucking stick-on eyelashes they're rotten, they're falling apart, they don't even look good anymore. They're nasty. They got pus all over them. All right, they're fat. They weigh fucking 475 pounds. They stink. All right, like must. All right, like they can't even, they're just fucking, they're super overweight, super rude. All right, looking like a goddamn thumb. No attractiveness about them at all. All right, got fucking just moles all over their face. The end of walking around and, I know a man looking at me. No one's looking at you. I can assure you no one's looking at you. And if they are, they're looking at you in disgust, Eve. Okay? And exactly, y'all probably seen, been able to picture, 5 or 10 women that you've seen out in public hobbling around like a fucking goblin, all right, looking like that out there, man. They look fucking disgusting, all right, but they're proud. I've seen it down, because I happen to have the unfortunateness of living in Las Vegas. So I've been, when my family comes down, we get to go down to the Strip, all right. I don't really take many trips down there, solo, all right, not to say that I wouldn't, but it's just not a place that I really like to be. It's there's a lot of fucking parking's a goddamn issue. There's a lot of people, a lot of wickedness, and and then the people, man. It's the people. Main reason's the people. The fucking people, man. My dad and mom comes down. We go down there, all right, and because when they come down, that's where they want to go, separate, because my parents are separated. But both of them, they always stay down there on that Strip area. So we go down there and get them and all that stuff. And every man. It's always the fucking N-Dubs, man. It's always the N-Dubs. They're beastly motherfuckers. I'm talking about gargantuan orangutan looking motherfuckers. I'm talking about It's dead ass, like 350 fucking pounds, 400 inches away from 500, fucking huge, fat, looking like a capuchin monkey in the face, not. Let's see. Looking like a fucking capuchin monkey in the face. Just brute. And you know exactly who the fuck I'm talking about, man. Just fat, beastly, gargantuous, wildebeest looking motherfuckers. Just huge. Like the black version of my 500 pound, the 1,000-pound sisters or whatever. Literally, just looking like the black version. I'm not talking about when they lost weight. I'm talking about walking around looking like this. Bigger. I've seen bigger bitches walking down there. Jake, big old fat black women. Big old fat black woman. Let's go look it up. You can't see shit like this, man. Look at this. Plus size. That ain't plus size, man. That's extreme. That's extreme. And when I talk, looking like who is it? Didn't she play Precious? No, she was in American Horror Story. Curvy. She ain't curvy. The curve, too many curves. Now you just look like a thumb. Hold the thumb up. That's how you look. This is borderline curvy. She's a little bigger, but I'll let her get away with it. It's getting there. It's getting to the point where, hey, maybe run on a treadmill. All right. But then just their other shit, man. Just looking like this. Looking like this. These the that call all you how about meow shy. This is the exact person I wanted to show you. Looking like this. Walking around Caesar's Palace, the Luxor, right? The what's the other one? Let me name some more. Not even Caesar's Palace, because they don't stay there. They say that's too good for them. They stay at places like the Luxor, sometimes in New York, fucking the Stratosphere. This is what you get to see. There's another one, I can't remember all the names. There's one I can't remember. My wife would remember which one it is, but man, it was all ghetto Jake and ghetto men. It was this big fat old Shirley's and dudes with dreads. All right, stinking like weed. All right, walking around. They're all looking like this. Walking around. Look. And look at this Quora question. What if black women tend to be fatter than women of other races? Well, no accountability, man. No accountability. That southern diet, man. It'll get you. Walking around looking like this. Being proud. Here it is. They got someone else's hair up in their head. All right. And look, this is not, you should not be proud looking like this. All right. She's kind of cute, but she's a little too big. I can't tell with the glasses, but she look kind of cute. Fake hair though. So everything on her is fake. All right. Other than those fucking jelly rolls. Okay. So going back. So, and those proud. They'll be proud looking like that. Esau looking like a goddamn crackhead. All right. Teeth all falling out of their head. These black people, man, something's wrong with them being proud, thinking they're better. Psh. That's a state, man. These people that are proud, they have no reason. You don't even have any reason to be proud. Look at you, man. When was the last time you went and looked in the mirror? I think it may be about time. Galatians 6:3, for if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself. You're not deceiving anybody but you, buddy. You're only deceiving yourself. I'm so great. I'm not going to think you're so great. I think you're a bitch. Okay? So I don't think you're great at all. So you're only deceiving yourself. Well, I own 5 properties all across the United States. I have a big business firm. You should respect me. I don't respect you at all. Fuck you and get the fuck out of my face. Fuck you very much. And please move on. All right? So get out of here, man. But these people, they think they're so great to themselves. Fuck you. I don't give a shit who you are. I don't even know who you. Well, I'm Anderson and Anderson. Don't you know? I don't know what that is. It's a law firm. I don't fucking know anything about that shit. Well, you should know me because I don't know you. And then they start getting mad if you don't know them. That's the thing. I haven't had that encounter, but you see it on movies and shit like that. And these people, you get mad. Don't you know? Or you see it on videos. Don't you know who I am? No, bitch, I don't know who you are. Who are you? You look like a bitch to me. Excuse me, maybe you might be someone else. Miss bitch, Mrs. bitch. Who should I refer to you as? Because either way, you're a proud ass, in the world ass, nobody. That's a narcissist that we don't want to deal with. Okay? And Proverbs 27:2. Let another man praise thee, and not thine own mouth, a stranger and not thine own lips. Cool, you're great at painting? Cool, let someone of it, man, that guy, man, he's so great at drawing, man. It's fucking crazy. There's this guy, he's a 2/3 in the world, but his name's Lavelle. He's a cool guy, you know, but he's an artist, man. He does like comic book character. He makes like this Jake comic book character, and you know, so-called black cartoon character that he does. It's super talented, man, super talented. And he doesn't, I mean, I can't say he's proud about it. In other ways, he might be proud, but, you know, when you try to say he's an awesome artist, he'll be like, oh, yeah, thanks, man. He's humble about it, which is good. That's how you should be. All right? If a 2/3 in the world ass ninja can do it, then you can too. Okay? So, he's a cool guy, don't get me wrong, but he's still fucking missile food, man. He's still missile food. Still smokes. All right? You know, weed. All right? Still eats, you know, unclean ass things. All right? So, you know how he is. Has dreads hanging down his back, right? So, he's not in this truth, all right? So, hey, man, but if someone like that can do it, then you can do it too, okay? But he's excellent, man. And there's nothing wrong with being, it's all about the level. If someone says, oh, can you draw? You're like, yeah, I'm pretty good at drawing. That's one thing, saying I'm pretty good at drawing, or saying I'm pretty good with computers. Or, oh, I'm pretty good with doing nails, or I'm pretty good with doing hair, or I'm pretty good with making food, I'm a cook. That's one thing. We can say I'm pretty good at those things, but you shouldn't be like, yo, oh, yeah, I'm the best at those things, man. I can do that. I've been doing it awesome. You should check these things out. Look at how good I am, man. Look at how good I am. Nobody does it like me. I'm better than any of these people. Any of these people you see, I'm better than them. I can do it better than them. That's pride. Don't do that. Let someone else do that for you. No, man, go to this guy. This guy's the best guy in Vegas, man. He's going to hook you up. He's going to get this down. He's going to do this, and this. And you have the best situation. It's only like $20 too, man. He's undercutting himself. He should charge more. He's worth that much because he's just that good. That should not be you. That should be someone else esteeming you like that, okay? Like it says, let another man praise thee, and not thine own mouth, a stranger, and not thine own lips, okay? So don't be one of those people, you know, where all of your praise and accolades and accomplishments are from your mouth, all right? Where it's coming from your mouth. Oh, I did this, he did this, blah, 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 blip, 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 blip. You didn't do anything. Anything that you have, there's really, and call all you Halbashim Shai for letting me remember the main thing that we always mention in these lessons. There's no reason to be proud because nothing that you have, the Lord controls everything. So there's nothing to be proud. I'm a great artist. Cool. The Lord made you a great artist. It's not something you just did yourself. Well, I practiced for thousands of hours. Yeah, but the Lord, yeah, you know, right? You know that there's people that have practiced for thousands of hours and still suck. They still suck. All right. I can't draw a face. All right. I can't draw a face for shit, man. The only thing I can do is like graffiti and letters. All right. I can do letters and maybe like little cartoon, like little graffiti characters and shit. But, you know, I spent a lot of time drawing. I can never do faces. Ever. I can never do faces. That shows you that some people can do it. It's not about how long you put into it. There's some kids, man, some children that just, boom, they can just do that shit right off the bat. Just instantly, just good. All right, never even try. They can just look at something, just look at it, bop, 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 hit it on the paper, and they got it perfectly, man. That's skill. That's not of their own doing. All right, regardless of who they are, whether you're an Edomite or an Ammonite or an Israelite, it doesn't matter who you are. All the skills that you have were given to you by the Lord. All right, because the Lord controls everything, even the devil, even these heathens, and of course Israel. Right, He controls all things. All right, so if you have someone really good with saving money, the Lord allowed him to be like that. You have someone who's a really good artist, the Lord allowed him to be like that. You have someone who's good with computers, the Lord allowed him to be like that. You have someone good with mechanics, the Lord allowed him to be like that. Someone good with nails or doing artworks, the Lord allowed him to be like that. Hand rolling incense or something, the Lord allowed him to be like that. Making clothing, the Lord allowed him to be like that. Right? Anything that it's all that the Lord allowed them to be like that. It gave them that skill. It's not by any of their own accomplishment or skill. It's the Lord allowed it. The Lord allowed it. Because you could be sitting on a fucking stump on a rock outside with no skills, unskilled ass, having no creativity, having ass. All right, that's who you could be, but you're not. And Jake especially is more creative than any of the other nations. All right, because Yahweh Shai has blessed us with that. All right, but there's a lot of Jakes out there. I wouldn't consider myself specifically talented, anything like that. Like I like being creative. I can say I'm creative because I just like to create. Now, doesn't mean that anything I'm gonna create is gonna be good, but I can say I'm creative. You know? But and that's just Jake is just naturally creative. We like to make things, whether it's pottery or drawing or clothes or cook. We just like to be creative. We're all creative, and whether we're good at it is a different a story in the same book and a different story. So, hey, and some of us are good at certain things, but hey, every brother and sister's got their skill. So let's go and get Proverbs 14:3. It reads, let me grab a drink. All right. So, it's like you. Proverbs 14:3. It says, in the mouth of the foolish, bum, bum, bum. In the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them. All right. So, in the mouth of the foolish is the rod of pride. So, these people, who are the ones where's the pride at? In the mouth of the foolish. Okay. Because it's the foolish. Foolish is what? Stupidity. If you're a fool, what does that mean? If you're a fool.
Foolishness.
All right, foolishness, lack of good sense or judgment, stupidity, folly. There's another one that's used in the Bible a lot. Folly, stupidity, idiocy, imbecility, silliness, inanity. I don't like a lot of these. Stupidity, folly, madness, lack of good judgment. Those ones are good. All right. They should have a vulgar one here. And it should say being a dumbass, a fucking moron. All right. And the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride, but the lips of the wise shall preserve them. Okay. So it shows you right here, going back to the title of the lesson, stupidity dwells with the proud. Going on. And the mouth of the foolish is a rod of pride. So where is this pride dwelling? In the mouth of the foolish, in the mouth of these fucking idiots, these stupid people. All right, these people that are proud, they're stupid. They're stupid in multiple ways. One, they're stupid because that's what all their skills is no doing of their own. It's all through Yahweh Meow Shy. And two, they're actually just stupid. They're dumb. These TikTok kids, they're just dumb. They're really, really dumb. They're really, really dumb. And the Lord's not dealing with these proud people, as we got earlier in what was it? That's not it. Where was it? Oh, James 4:6. James 4:6. Let's go get it again. I had to find it in my notes. Let's go get it. All right, James 4:6. But he giveth more grace, wherefore he saith, Yahweh resisteth the proud, but giveth grace unto the humble. So he gives grace unto the humble. So, going back, where are we going now? Proverbs 16:5. Let's get it. It says, everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. So if you're proud, so the Lord resists the proud. We got that just a minute ago again, right? So, and again, Proverbs 16:5. Everyone that is proud in heart is an abomination to the Lord. Though hand join in hand, he shall not be unpunished. So these wicked ass, proud ass people are going to be punished. All right. And they're an abomination. What does the Lord think about abomination? This is Ecclesiasticus 15:13. It says, the Lord hateth all abomination, and they that fear Yahweh love it not. Okay. There you go. So he's not with no proud ass. Nobody wants to be around a proud person. No one wants to talk to a proud person. No one wants to walk with a proud person. No one wants to work with a proud person. No one wants to be around him because you're just like, man, humble your goddamn self. This guy is, narcissism. Narcissist. I don't know if I got it earlier. I can't remember getting it, but narcissist is what? Narcissism is an extreme self-involvement, pride, to a degree that it makes a person ignore the needs of those around them. While everyone may show occasional narcissistic behavior, true narcissists frequently disregard others or their feelings. They also do not understand the effect that their behavior has on other people. All right. Let's see. Signs of a narcissist. Entitlement, sense of superiority, expecting special treatment and exemption from rules. Pride. Manipulative behavior. Manipulating or controlling conduct as narcissists initially aim to charm and amaze, yet consistently prioritize their own desires. Needing admiration and an unceasing craving for praise and admiration, leading to seeking validation through boasting and exaggeration. Pride, boasting and pride. Pride. Lack of empathy. The individual struggles to understand or care about others' emotions, needs, and struggles, hindering their accountability for their actions. Pride. There you go. It's all about being proud. And narcissism is a condition. It's called, the condition's being a proud ass bitch. All right. Nobody wants to be around you. Nobody likes you. And that's it. Boom, bam, simple, done. All right. That's it. All right. You're proud. No one wants to be around you because you're proud. All right. You think you're better than everybody. You think you're always right and you're never wrong. All right. You think that this and that, blah, 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 blah. Oh, I did this. I did that. I did this. I did that. You're proud. Nobody wants to deal with a proud ass person, man. No one. Not one person wants to be around a proud person. All right. Not even another proud person, because then you got competition. The only person that wants to be around a proud person is that person themselves, because they're infatuated and fucking got a blown up ego and they're in love with themselves, man. Proverbs 16 and 18 says, pride goeth before destruction and an haughty spirit before a fall. If you go and look up haughty, what does that mean? All right.
Haughty.
Arrogantly superior and disdainful. Proud, but proud in a way of just arrogantly. I'm better than you. I'm better than you. You'll never be as good as me. You can't do shit. I'm better than you at everything. Fuck those people, man. Those are the people that those are the people. Those proud, disdainful, vain, arrogant fucks that no one wants to be around. You don't want to talk to them, and then you're the bad guy when you don't want to talk. Why do you want to talk to me? Why don't you want to talk to me? Because all you talk about is being proud, man. No one wants to talk to your ass. You lie, you steal, you're proud, you're a bitch, and I don't want nothing to do with you or be around you at all. All right, everyone's met one of those people that you just don't want to be around, just proud ass motherfucker that you don't want to be around at all. All right, it's usually an Edomite most of the time, or an N-dub. All right. Proverbs 16 and 18, pride goeth before destruction. So what? Pride goes before what? Getting lifted up? You're going to be great because you're so great, you're so awesome? No. Pride goeth before destruction, and a haughty spirit before a fall. So you're going to be proud, and bam, the Lord's going to bring you low. The Lord is going to bring you low. Verse 19, better it is to be of a humble spirit with the lowly than to divide the spoil with the proud. There you go. So, yeah, man. You know, these proud people, again, stupidity dwells with the proud. These people are dumb. If they don't know these things. That's how they're dumb. If they were smart, they would know that, hey, it's not so good for them, man. They would know. Let's go and we got a little bit more time. Let's go ahead and get Proverbs 16:19, the Good News Translation. Just see what it has to say. It says, it is better to be humble and stay poor than to be one of the arrogant and get a share of their loot. Okay, that's a good one too. I like that. All right. Again, basically talking about you know, stay in your lane. Don't try to go and jump trains. All right, go and get a little bit of a reward over there because it's not going to be good for you, man. All right, get a share of their loot. All right, you know, you're gonna, what do they call it? Lowering yourself to their levels. All right, if your friends jumped off of a cliff, would you? Right? Would you, Jake? If your friends jumped off the cliff, would you go and do it too? A lot of y'all would. What's over on the other side of the cliff? Guess we better find out. Let's go and get come on, let's get Malachi 4:1, and this scripture's been popping up a lot in lessons lately. So here it is again, Malachi 4:1. For behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble, and the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. All right, got to pluck them up by the weeds, all right, or by the roots. Pluck them up by the roots. Why? So they don't regrow, right? So all the proud, right? It says, for behold, the day cometh that shall burn as an oven, and all the proud, yea, and all that do wickedly shall be stubble. Nothing, man. You know what stubble is? You know, stubble back in the day when, you know, back in the day before we came to the truth, when you used to shave, all right, you get all that hair off, and you just, nothing but little tiny hairs under the skin. That's stubble, all right? You're just going to be nothing. And the day that cometh shall burn them up, saith the Lord of hosts, that it shall leave them neither root nor branch. Let's go ahead and get that over in the Good News Translation. See what that has to say. The day of the Lord is coming. Bam, that's an excellent introduction. The day of the Lord is coming. Verse 4, or chapter 4, verse 1. It says, the Lord Almighty says, The day is coming when all proud and evil people will burn like straw. On that day, they will burn up and there will be nothing left of them. Get a couple more of these. Let's get the NLT or NLV or NIV. All right, let's get the NIV. Surely, judgment and covenant renewal. Surely the day is coming. It will burn like a furnace. All the arrogant and every evildoer will be stubble. And the day that is coming will set them on fire, says the Lord Almighty. Not a root or a branch will be left to them. Let's get the NLV. It says, see, this one's titled The Great Day of the Lord. It says, see, the day is coming. It is burning like a hot fire. And all those who are proud and all those who do wrong will be like dry grass. You know how dry grass is in a fire. Doesn't work out so well. It says, the day that is coming will set them on fire, says the Lord of all. Not a root or branch will be left to them. You're not going to make it out of here, man. All right, so Malachi 4:1 and the New Living Translation, the coming day of judgment. The Lord of heaven's armies says, the day of judgment is coming, burning like a furnace. And on that day, the arrogant and the wicked will be burned up like straw. They will be consumed, roots, branches, and all. Bam. I like that one a lot. Damn. I like that one a lot. That's good. I like that a lot. So yeah, man, you're not gonna make it out of here. You're not gonna make it out of here. And we got Proverbs 11:2 because I didn't want to close out again on Malachi 4:1. So this is just a thinking note for all those proud people. All right. It says Proverbs 11:2. Did I grab this already? Maybe I did, maybe I didn't. But we're gonna close out with it. Proverbs 11:2. When pride cometh, then cometh shame, but with the lowly is wisdom. Let's go grab that real quick. Let's go grab that in the NLT. Pride leads to disgrace, but with humility comes wisdom. Would you rather have disgrace or would you rather have wisdom? You gotta sit back and ask yourself that question. Would you rather be disgraced or would you rather have wisdom? Okay, because these people that are proud, man, it's shame is gonna come. Shame is gonna come because, you know, I guess we'll grab one more. Just a quick Isaiah 2:17. You know, and you can read up from here. We're just going to grab 17, all right? Because this is talking about the day of the Lord returning, all right? When Yahushua returns, all right? What's going to happen? Let's see. Isaiah 2:17. How are these proud people gonna carry on, right? Because it says, when pride cometh, then cometh shame. When's that shame going to come? Right about here. It's going to actually probably a little bit before that, whenever the Lord decides to hit you with it. Isaiah 2:17, and the loftiness of man. What is loftiness? What does it mean to be lofty? Okay. Loftiness. Quality of being very serious and important or morally good. That's not it. Great and imposing attitude. Lofty mountain of pride. It's speaking of pride. You know, loftiness. Elevated, all right, and thinking, having a haughty, overbearing manner. Being proud, right? Being proud. And the loftiness of man shall be bowed down, and the haughtiness, which we've got, right? Arrogantly and disdainful, arrogantly superior and disdainful. The quality of being arrogantly superior and disdainful, right? It says, and the haughtiness of men shall be made low, and the Lord alone shall be exalted in that day. Not you, the Lord only. That we're going to go ahead and close out. This has been Stupidity Dwells with the Proud. So Lord willing, this was edifying. Once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to the Most High, Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakwadash. I want to give double honors to the elders and apostles at Great Millstone that taught me this truth and rule well. Shalom to you brothers and sisters out there. Keep enduring. Keep the faith. We're almost out of here. Until next one, Lord willing. Shalom.